So let's go ahead and open up some N64 emulation. Starring Ruby Malone. I wish. So, I mentioned earlier I was talking to people in the chat earlier, and I posed a question. Would you rather have a more accurate frame rate and blurry visuals representative of the game on the N64, but at the cost of really kind of like fuzzy, crackly audio? Or would you rather see the game running at full speed with these impossibly crisp graphics, but the sound will be good? We elected for the crackly, awful sound. I want to see all the camera pans take a full, 5 seconds when they should be taking 1. Listen to that audio slow down. While this intro cutscene plays, I'm just going to let Twitter know that we've given up on Wet already. In real time, this should have taken, something like 5 seconds to go through all this stuff. But on N64, this is how this game ran. I watched video, I've confirmed the details of it, and this is basically what you were left with, running on real hardware. His entire opening sequence, and a lot of the cutscenes in this game are going to be different from the PC counterparts. Just small tweaks they did so they don't have to move to new environments or show stuff like cutaways. Stuff like flashbacks within cutscenes and conversations. Because there just wasn't memory allocation for that. So instead, we get sweet animations like this. To make this interlace, this is just Angry Lion. This is just how Angry Lion works. This is what the Angry Lion plugin for this does. The gameplay is going to be more interesting than this. It's going to run at a bit more of a pace, I think. Oh, this is just going, though. Maybe I should just skip this opening cutscene. Is that something people would want to see? Or if this audio is particularly bad, and if this is too slow, maybe I'll do some sort of impromptu poll, and we might just switch the game over to the full speed at a certain point. I could also be voice acting all this, but I don't know if people want to hear that. We're still playing a lot of this stuff by ear, discovering what people actually want out of these streams. What I'm comfortable doing inside these streams. Alright, I finally got my tweet out that I wanted. I just wanted to let people know that we've given up on Wet already, and that we're firmly into this. Okay, I'll tell you what. I am going to concede that this is maybe running too slow and that the audio is rough as guts. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna cave. I spent a good 2 hours trying to get this up and running, by the way, with both the compromised visuals and the smooth audio, but now I'm just of the opinion that we should just break this thing wide open. Okay. And with that, I'm going to quickly close out the game, reopen it, and it's going to be night and day within like a matter of seconds, so... Now it's more like a video game. Remember when I told you that this opening cutscene should take 5 seconds to play, and it took a full, like, minute and a half? I did not set the full speed. It's running at what it claims to be original frame rate, but we can clearly tell that it's not. There still will be slowdown in the game, though. I do want there to be some slowdown as we're playing the actual game, getting into the gunplay and stuff. But just let it be known, and I'll remind y'all constantly that this is better than this game has ever looked or played. What you're seeing right now, not authentic. So one of you send me Daikatana on N64 and the means to capture it, and... Is this game doing a cyberpunk? Yes, that is something like the aesthetic for these early stages. But this is a time-traveling adventure, so... And I've decided that I'm going to give voiceovers. I'm going to voice over the characters in these here cutscenes, and I will make sure to pick appropriate voices for each character. You're not going to hear anything goofy or... Did Mishima-san send you? Tell my landlord I'll have his money by... Hey, that's not why I'm here. Please allow me to explain. My name is Toshiro Ebihara. From Brooklyn. Cough. Centuries ago, the Shogun of Mishima, they ruled over people with an iron fist and a bloody sword. The only opposition came from the Ebihara clan. For years, the Mishimas tried to rid themselves of the Ebiharas without success. Mozzarella. After years of frustration, the ruthless leaders of the Mishimas came up with a plan. Pause. Disguising his true intent, Osaka Mishima hired a legendary swordmaster to create the Daikatana? Ultimate weapon, the Daikatana. Bet none of y'all knew this game had voice acting. That's not even me, I just pushed the audio button. Usagi spent 15 seasons making the Daikatana, cultivating a vast body of arcane knowledge from which to forge the sacred sword. It wasn't until the blade, I forgot what I was saying, but through the power of the sword, he was able to foresee the future. Mishima shouldn't get that Daikatana, it's a bad idea. Usagi refused to hand the weapon over. He made a deal. He made an offer you can't refuse. He would give it to the Nemesis, but only on the condition that it be returned to him after the evil Mishimas had been vanquished. Yo, the battle was epic. Fujiyama and Shiro, Daikatana, they were all there. They decimated Mishima's legions. Thousands died, but your brother lived. But Mishima was... So, if you're following along, the Daikatana is a super powerful sword. We have to destroy the sword because it was too powerful. This old man is the descendant of a clan that took down this evil Mishima, Kage Mishima, who is going to be the main antagonist of the game for the most parts. We're the descendant of the guy who made the sword. The sword still exists. It's out there somewhere. And we're going to get hold of it. And not actually use it as a weapon in game, but You'll see it a lot in cutscenes at the very least. And the sword also gives you time travel powers, so you can totally go back in time and fuck up the future. That's what Kage Mishima did. He's a real Biff Tan in this one. And if this cutscene ever ends, if this conversation ever finishes, we'll go on a mission to rescue the daughter of this man, and that will set the stage for the beginning of the game. Like a true cyberpunk game, there's an ultra-infectious virus going around, and the 1% hoard the antidote to it. I don't remember what year the game takes place, but it takes place beyond 2030, so maybe 2031. The original PC version had actual voice acting, by the way, I should mention. And also, like, movement, where characters aren't just standing still and doing shot, reverse shot, basically. I think it also had more than 5 songs on the soundtrack. Those guys just fell to their death. Mick Mishima. Now, none of these animations were in the PC version, and really, that's what it was missing. I think the PC version, they literally they come down from the shadows and wipe this dude out. Her face is a little gaunty there. I can't remember if that affects your actual character model or is this weird off-model hologram thing that they stole from Star Wars. So we're gonna take you back to the past to fix this shitty future that sucks ass. By the way, this dude, our main character, surname Miyamoto, literally just because Shigeru Miyamoto and because John Romero's a dork. This is intense action. This is like if I keyframed an animation. No, not the work of Mishima Industries. Shh, say nothing. When the Death Collectors come to get my body, steal away inside the coffin. It will let you get inside Mishima's fortress. The rest is up to you, Mario. What? I gotta come up with a different voice for the main character. You are of the bloodline, hero. I know that you will do the right thing. Bleh. I broke my neck. Again, I promise you, nothing but the most setting and era-appropriate voice acting. Have these dudes ever heard of lift with your arms, not your back? That looked like they were like about to crunch in half. They're gonna fold in on themselves like a pretzel, for Christ's sakes. Speed bump dummies. And realistically, this is whatever. We're not too concerned about these coffins. It's not like it's our job to bring them back or anything. If you lose a few, you lose a few. Why are the character models chunked to 2000? Again, PS1 games are character models with bones. Again, we're playing an N64 version of this game here. We're not just playing Daikatana, we're playing Daikatana 64 specifically. And also the original PC version wasn't like a super looker either, running on the Quake 2 engine and all that. Development hell around that game. Eventually there'll be an article about this game on the website. That much I promise you. No, I don't need to sit through that intro cutscene again. We're going to jump right into the gameplay. So these levels are going to be condensed, compromised. We're going to miss out on some stages completely. I would say this game captures the broad strokes of things, but that might be a bit of an overstatement. First thing you should know is that the default move speed in this game is walk. You want to change that by pressing up on the D-pad to immediately go into run mode. And if this doesn't seem super fast to you, that's because it's not. We'll upgrade that. Those stats on the left, you may have seen them. You may have noticed them on the heads-up display. We'll be improving those over the course of the game in a light RPG mechanic kind of way. I should also mention, yes, because Magic Meows is bringing it up. Daikatana is good. I have a friend who wrote a whole article recently in defense of Daikatana. I'll make sure to link that at some point. So another thing about this game, different from the PC version, that this is a lot more streamlined, these levels. I mentioned they were condensed, but they're also way more linear. There's no secrets, as far as I can tell or remember. So it's basically Daikatana in name and rough textures only. Some of the same basic plot beats, but... There's also a Game Boy Color version of this game, which I have not got all the way through, but I've heard good things about that game, surprisingly. This looks brighter than the PC version. It certainly is, though there is a... If you ever wanted to, you can adjust the brightness to make it, way worse. But I left that on default because this is the way it was meant to be seen. Presumably. A and R button to crouch. I should also mention that the controls in this game are C button to move, analog stick to look. So something like a Chirac control scheme, I reckon. And we're leveling these things up like it's nothing. We're getting level ups like it's Oblivion up in here. Every time you jump, you get a nice pop-up saying, "You feel like you can jump higher." That probably stung a bit. The AI in this game isn't great. They've really dumbed this down. They also barely do any damage. Let's see. How much damage do they do per shot? Well, I have armor on, so it's not fully indicative. I think they would do 2 damage per hit by default, and 1 when you have the armor to tank one of those hits. So when you have a total of 100 health, that basically amounts to you living long time in this game. Well, I guess we can't go any further until we open this door. Maybe I can open the door with the switch that's right next to it. It's a thought. Whoa, it actually worked. Would have never expected that. Is this one of those games where how leveled you are indicates how into the game you are? Or do you max out partway through the game? You max out partway through the game. I also can't remember if the N64 version has these stats for setting between levels. Between tile sets. Because, like I mentioned, we are going to travel through time over the course of this adventure. Did I turn it off by accident? No, keep that on. Is this a dead end? What's this? I don't know. What are you looking at, dude? Are you looking at the wall with, like, a non-distinct texture? It's an elevator to the next level. I get the feeling that Hero is not particularly bright in this game. I feel like he's sort of dumbed down too from the original PC release, because these weren't questions he had to ask himself constantly over the course of the PC release. This is some really, like, intense tutorializing from the game at this point. This song is so nice, we had to listen to it twice. We had to listen to it on repeat for the entire intro sequence. And now it's gonna play in the background of our gameplay. What's up, dude? What the? Who? I'll just keep staring at him. You heard it here first, folks. Ghosts can and will use technology. Ghosts will haunt the internet. Whoa, what was that? Well, I didn't know any better. I'd say it's the ghost of someone trying to help us. That's just my my guess, though. Could be completely wrong. Could have been an alien. I also really want y'all to appreciate the walk cycles in this game. And the game wants you to appreciate too. The developers want you to appreciate with these lingering camera angles. And because this is an N64, we don't have a live feed. We can't just, like, use a secondary camera on that screen to project an image of somewhere else in the level. We'll just put a sprite up there. Finally, we have some new background music. Just get ready to listen to this one for the rest of the game, I think. We also have a new gun, finally. Which ammo is so plentiful in this game that I'm just gonna, since this is a straight upgrade, this is basically all we're going to be using for the rest of this level. Are we talking about how Warren Spector single-handedly programmed and created Deus Ex? It's true. He also invented Mickey Mouse. I hate my job! Is it quitting time yet? I like how this is the same character model, but one is stretched more horizontally wide. Like, rather than creating like new textures or new models, you just give them a little bit of extra width. What's also cool about some of these guns is that they have backward momentum, so when you shoot them, it sends you flying backwards if you're standing still, which also means you can use them to kind of rocket jump, which is even better if there's no splash damage on you, so you can fire with reckless abandon if you so please. Alright, you're free. Run wild. Help me. I helped you, dude. You gotta help yourself now. Go, fly free. Break out of your birdcage. Don't want to die in this jail? You don't have to. Save the day. Well, that's one screw up of this jump. It's a little bit of a jumping puzzle here, in the most basic sense of the word. This is to open up some bars that were surrounding that over there. The jumping is delayed in this game, so have you ever seen me just like walk off an edge and break both my legs? That's because there is about like a 10-frame delay between you pressing the button and the jump actually coming out. Everything else is responsive enough. Charging might also be delayed on that note. Talking about 98 to 02 as the golden age for benchmark first-person shooters, I see. Don't exclude GoldenEye from that. GoldenEye was 97. Unless I'm misremembering that. But no, the reasons for Daikatana's failures were, there were multiple. There was more than one thing that sunk Daikatana. The fact that it was in development for like 3 or 4 years was certainly one of them. What kind of sick, twisted experiments are they doing here? Also, I'm glad this dude is hiding his modesty. Perfect Dark was 2000 exactly, by the way. Look, it's funny. Ha ha ha. I guess humor is subjective, but also I think I can kill you with impunity, so... And your friend here doesn't even mind, because there's no AI on you guys at all. Finish this assignment. I'll leave you to work on it, as long as you're not, like, having a gay old time doing it, then. As long as you know in your heart of hearts that what you're doing is wrong. Oh, it's one of those time things where if I don't do this quick enough... Okay. So I need to have this down and ready to go. And yes, speed strafing is a necessity in this game. I think we just made it with that. I did not realize that Perfect Dark came out on the exact same day as Daikatana on PC. Learn something new every day. Perfect Dark is a game I'm intimately familiar with, by the way. Probably one of my favorite games of all time. It's definitely up there. I wish more level up messaging games included go kick butt. That's really what something like a Final Fantasy VII is missing. Okay, these are clearly deadly laser traps. Oh! Okay. And there's no like flash on screen. You have to listen to the audio cue. And where's it gonna have us continue from? Is there checkpoints in the level? There sure aren't. Let's just pretend that that I'm not holding rewind here. Look away from the screen for a second. Look away from the screen and the stream. Yeah, I don't know if there's a way to like jump over those without jumping immediately into the next one. If there is, I'm feigning ignorance. I'm blaming the game. Incredible AI. There is a ricochet to the Ion Blaster shots, which is handy. Especially given the controlling with this. Does analog control work here? Can you adjust your speed by only slightly pressing the analog stick where you want to go? So as I mentioned earlier, up and down on the D-pad will switch between walking and running. That's how you control speed. The C buttons are what moves you, like a Turok. So control stick is strictly for aiming, strictly for fidelity of aiming. Oh. Just barely survived that one. I don't know why I was using the Ion Blaster still. We're using the Sidewinder. If I remember correctly, Sidewinder, this is our missile launcher. This is a grenade launcher. And this is just like a 3-round burst weapon. And of those, I think I just want the missiles. And the game locks movement here because they're stealthily unloading part of the level and loading another part. And they want to make sure you don't accidentally exploit the game in such a way as to break it completely. At least that's my theory. I think it's a pretty good theory. But it is just a theory. A game theory, as the kids say. So I work a job, I don't know who's aware of this or who's not. I work a job that involves children and going to their homes and running programs and stuff, running trials and stuff. And I have a family whose house I go to, and it's like a bunch of littler kids, like let's say like 10-year-olds, 9-year-olds, and when I last went to their house, when I last did a visitation, they were watching game theory videos about games that they like clearly like have never played before, but it's just something about that channel that's soothing to them, I guess. These two guys are jerks. I've decided that their experiments come to an end now. You don't have to kill civilians. In fact, most of the time you probably shouldn't. Alright, so we got Superfly Johnson here, who is our token African-American character in this game. And so I have to give him an appropriate voiceover. Man, you toasted those dudes good, but thanks! It's something like that, right? The joke is that I make it sound like I'm about to do some racist impression, then I just do a complete, something else completely. That's the established gag. That's what we're going with here. Don't mention it. What is that, anyway? Some sort of heavy-duty torture device. Now how about lending me a hand and opening my cell? How can I get you out from the cell? Access card behind the logo. You passed it on your way in. Just turn back. And logo. Turn back and go. You pass it on your way in. Just turn back and retrace your steps. Okay, no, wait. So it's behind the logo. We turn around. Okay. I remember this from the PC version. vaguely. Which logo is it? Nope, he missed his power up here too. Yeah, there we go. Memory serves. I started saying this is the only DK64 that matters. What about, are there any other games that begin with DK that aren't Donkey Kong 64 so I can do the bait and switch gag? Nothing I can think of. The game begins on a very cyberpunk narrative premise with levels are too industrial and bloody to really commit to it. There's any more out of Doom. Just wait till we're not even in like this current time anymore. Wait until we go back in time to medieval Greece. And to the medieval times as well. It's our buddy Superfly. How about some information, pal? Speak. I'm looking for someone. She's only been locked up here for a couple of weeks. An Asian girl? Yes, that's right. You've seen her? There's only one Asian girl left in the world, and she's being held here. She's a hot little lumber, feisty too. Gave Machina's goon a run for their money before they finally chased her down. I think it's supposed to say goons. There's some typos in some of these things. There's a particularly egregious one coming up. Do you have any idea where they took her? Sure, high security defense wing. It will show you if you want, or I will show you if you want. Got some business on my own to take care of there. What kind of business? The killing kind. Got a score to settle with the boss man. So we're gonna go after the big boss man from 90s WWF. Sorry, Ray, I know you're a good dude, but Superfly's got beef with you. Looks like we're in the same line of work. Where to? Our best bet's to cut across the crematorium. You seem to know your way around here pretty well. Must have been in here a while, eh? You say that. I'm a former employee. What? Head Security Chief Superfly Johnson, at your service. The best character name. Can't leave without my buddy Superfly. I gotta come up with some new voice for this character, so I can differentiate, as if the color text and the camera angles don't necessarily tell you who it is. First I turned a blind eye, but eventually I got fed up enough to speak out and confront my superiors. They reward me with a death sentence for what they labeled as insubordination and conspiracy against the state. Maybe I should give him a Tommy Wiseau accent. Maybe I should give Hero a Tommy Wiseau accent. Well, Old Cage is about to get... No, I went too fast for me. Yeah, I'll absolutely save that progress. So in the PC game, there'd be a crematorium stage that you go through, but instead they decide to cut that out completely and cut to some random outdoor shot. Oh, what a mess. Mishima does whatever he wants without hesitation. How far is it to the area where Makiko is imprisoned? Not far, but be prepared for some heavy resistance. I think my Tommy is more like a Polly Shore. Why all the protection? Rumor has it that a ghost visited Bossman, made him all paranoid. Wow, ghost! Yeah, a Bossman called him Soggy or something. Usagi? That was it! You saw it too? Yeah, outside the fortress. Help me get inside. I don't know what I'm doing at this point with this voice. This is getting crazier by the minutes. I'm a master of voiceover work, by the way. My side hustle. Man, I'd forgotten how cold this place gets. What's the deal? Where are we? Research complex. So why the chill? They use nitrogen gel to keep the computers at the right temperature. There's a massive sheet supercooling the entire room. Pay attention! Kills on contact. One touch of this stuff, and we're out of business. Bear that in mind. Wonderful. Anything else I should know? Place is crawling with floating death spheres. Great name. We'll also come across lab workers, armed with seriously heavy-duty spray guns that shoot out some nasty biohazardous toxins. We'll just have to see how tough these lab boys really are. Let's rock. I should mention that Hero's voice in the actual game is something like a really weak Solid Snake impression. So maybe that's what I should do. Maybe I should try to be somewhat accurate to that. Okay, so this is the stuff that instantly kills you. In the PC version, everything here is pretty lethal, so your platforming becomes a matter of life and death. It's my job to open and close the door all day long. Hey, you should be lucky. You get to walk on your job. You get to burn some calories while you're at it. And yes, we literally do need to stand here and wait for this dude to walk across this entire pathway. Press a button. And then whatever happens after that is entirely up to you. He closes the door behind him, though, so... do some exploring. Maybe get an extra item or two. Oh, we would have missed the shockwave weapon. Which I think is like a BFG, basically. It's even nice and centered on the screen. Hey, look at that shit. That's crazy. They give you 30 bullets for it right off the bat. More than enough to kill anything that moves 3 times over in this level. In this whole tile set at the beginning. Life's a drag. Sure is, man. Alright, here we go. Hey, what's up with you, bud? What's up with you, Slenderman? Computers today is easy to use. Sure are, buddy. Sure are. Alright, just look at me, I'm streaming on the internet. Everything is okay, now. Whoa, it's too cold. Check the air conditioner and turn it down. You're working in an area where everything is surrounded by, like, an ultra-cooling agent. You would think, like, working here, like, past day 1, you'd sort of, like... I am working here. Let's see some ID. And then just immediately turns away. Because he didn't really care too much. Alright. So, oh! I was gonna make a joke about how lethal it is if we fall down, but, didn't even need to. Didn't even have time to. Climbing up ladders, getting up, like, over the top of ladders is unnecessarily difficult in this, I should mention. You have to be looking up at a certain angle and holding up on the C button and so on and so forth. It's very particular. An earlier gameplay of me playing this game before the stream and having actually played this on cartridge at some point, I always remember that sticking out as being, like, particularly frustrating. But otherwise, I should say this movement, decently snappy, controls responsive enough. All the mappings make sense. This dude, run like a Quake enemy. Not anymore, he's not. This is an authorized area. I'm gonna call the guards on you. I'm gonna try to take you down myself, even. Or maybe I'll just go get my snack again. You enjoy that, bud. I can't get too mad at a dude trying to eat lunch on the job. The pay here is probably peanuts anyway. Like, none of these dudes are even getting a chance to hit me because not only are they, like, they have to be, like, super duper close to actually register, like, to go into, like, their shooting mode, to go into, like, sufficient range, but there's also, like, a full 1 second wind up on their attack animation. So, really, the odds are pretty stacked against all these dudes. As if being the protagonist in an FPS game wasn't enough on its own. Switch to a better weapon. I'll just switch to a different weapon, period, because the Ion Blaster is so boring. There should be a grenade launcher. I wanted to see if this would blow up at all, but I'll switch back to that. I want to give a good idea of the weapons in this game, and they do have different weapons for every different area in the game, so these weapons we're seeing here, we will not be seeing them forever. I feel like I probably shouldn't have killed that dude that wasn't an enemy, that was just another worker. Didn't even get to listen to his line of dialogue, but also can't be compelled to care too much right now. Enough of that gun. I'd rather just have the missiles. Whoops. It's a good thing they forgot to program, like, hit damage on that surface. Good thing they forgot to make it instantly lethal despite having a line of dialogue about it. Otherwise, I'd be toast. Maybe this is lethal. Nope. Like, the biggest sin against this version of the game is that it is just mind-numbingly easy. And yes, as mentioned in the PC version, all this stuff would be lethal. You would actually die stepping into the blue stuff. It would freeze you to death on contact. But here, in the interest of making things just as easy as possible and compensating for these decidedly imprecise controls, lacking the fidelity of mouse and keyboard. I suppose I should be counting my blessings, to be honest. I wonder if there's even, like, location damage in this game. It might be completely unnecessary. Alright, there she is. That's Makiko. Our mission is to rescue her, so let's see, is there a switch we can open up? Does this door do anything? Are there any panels? Nah, you just kind of shoot the force field till it... That explosion looks like it would, like, annihilate her, but... Who? I'm Hiro Miyamoto. I came here at your father's request. I'm here to rescue you. My father? Where is he now? I'm afraid he's dead. The virus? No, Mishima's assassins got to him. I'm sorry. How's my Solid Snake on a scale of 1 to 0? Both being pretty bad. Save your morning for later. We need to get a move on before anyone else shows up, I guess. What about the Daikatana? Look, risked my neck saving you. Let's just concentrate on getting you out of here. The sword can wait. No, it can't wait. I mean, he can change time. Listen to the man, lady. He's making sense. This ain't no time to get greedy. Isn't it? The sword in question is worth more than 4 million credits. Well then, looks like we're gonna be here a bit longer, as long as I get a cut. Of course. Don't worry, you'll get what's coming to you. Assuming we can even find the sword. Don't sweat it. I know where Mishima keeps his private collection of rare antiquities. Sure. Gold from ancient Rome, Grecian urns, rare Egyptian jewels, you name it. Anything of real value, he stores inside the vaults. Good, then I suggest we cut the chatter and pick up our pace. The sooner we get the sword, the sooner we can leave this place. Sure, just save that. Keep going. This running animation is still just choice. I should also mention another big change in the PC version is that these guys we got following us in the PC version, they would like literally follow you and have actions, and they would shoot enemies, and they would be like AI partners and companions. That is axed for the N64 version, which might be for the best because on that PC version, they were very prone to getting caught on geometry and getting themselves killed. When they died, the mission would end for you. You'd have to start over. So it was a good idea executed just about as poorly as a mechanic can be implemented in a video game. That said, this is pretty lonely without them. I think this also lacks any sort of like co-op play, which again the PC version was able to boast. In fact, that's probably like the ideal way to play that game. If you should ever consider playing Daikatana, that is certainly the way to do it, with a friend, with company. Full 3 players, each one of you taking the control of one over the characters, so... And this is just a dead end here. Yeah, each of these vents hide a secret. I think they're necessary for completing the level too, so... You better have your 90s FPS game brain. Try the grenade launcher again. And of course I forgot the grenade launcher doesn't blow up the walls on contact, so... Scratch that, actually. Also realized that it defaulted me to walking again, so... Turn that back on post-haste. I think we actually have a branching path? No. No, of course not. Why would you ever think there are branching paths in this game? There's only the one true path. What? What are you looking at? Go away, you're nuts! It's a good thing I didn't kill this dude. Hey, what's so important you had to interrupt me? There's a question mark there. And what do you have to say for yourself? May I help you? You don't work here, do you? Oh, I'm killing you for the crime of being boring. Everyone else had something funny. Do we want to go this way? I mean, there's a gun in the way, so... Usually a pretty good sign. It's one or the other. I don't remember what this corresponds to. Let's go with left first, and... play it by ear. Wait a minute, you're nuts. What are you doing here, pal? Oh, and I see the enemies in the background, too. Struggling to think of what they should be doing right now. You just start talking, they put their guns away. They don't want to be rude, they don't want to interrupt your conversation. There it is, the Daikatana. How do we get in? That solves one problem. I think I messed up, though. I think I was supposed to jump back onto that platform. Does this just take us back to the beginning? Oh no. The door locked behind me. If memory serves, it straight up does bring us back to this room over here with the big thing in the center. Meaning we'd have to do all that work again, if I'm right. Yep, it sure did. So that door is a trap. It literally sends you back to the top. Do I have enough rewind buffer? Can I cheese this? Is 128 megabytes enough to get us back to where we were? Pretend this is a power-up in the game. Pretend that we already have the Daikatana and we can manipulate time at will. Come on, come on. Just another second. Oh, thank Christ. Okay. Y'all didn't see nothing. That said, I think that, yeah, if we didn't jump up onto the elevator in time, we're still screwed. God. And now that's retracting. Okay, so now I fast forwarded to where we started rewinding. So we can do that whole thing over again. At least this time there won't be any enemies, so it'll be nice and boring to watch, too. Traveling to one other alternate path we had there. Pretty sure this is the way to progress. Alright, let's check out my speedrun strats. Look at the floor, just like GoldenEye. Save some frame rate. Anyone sick of this music yet? Is it just me? Oh. Screw it. We're just gonna start cheating left and right here, by the way. Sorry to any purists out there, but this game doesn't respect my time, so I don't respect it. Okay, so send the elevator down. Wait a minute, actually. Now that I think about it, how do we get to over there? Because that's what we need to get to. Maybe I was thinking about this all wrong. Don't. Come on. Let's try it this way. Then get up here. Save a save state again. Figure out how to get to that area over there within a short amount of time that we have. Maybe it has to do with those two switches. One's in this room over here. Or is it this one? I feel like I'm missing something pretty obvious here, too. Which is going to make it sting all that much worse when we do figure out how to progress this. Stop respawning, it's not healthy for you. Okay, that takes us back here. Yeah, because we already lost the bridge here. Whoops! That's what I get for trying to jump across there. I'm gonna cheat a little bit. Let's look at this game fact here. This will probably help us. Thank you, Video Game King. Maybe someone wrote one for this version of the game. Okay, go through the door in a small room and you've reached the vault. Hit the caution button and the bridge will draw above you. Now hurry and get to the platform across the room. It's not the... Okay, alright, okay. So it is something obvious. Oh man, is it a jumping puzzle of some sort? I saw those things on the wall there, I saw those nodes, and it's got me thinking the worst. It's worth a shot at the very least. I guess I keep overshooting it. Maybe I need to walk when I'm doing jumping puzzles. That might be a key to this. And of course the bridge is already retracted, so this is the way to go. Can't bite me, look at this shit. I had to have like Cracker Jack timing and all that to get this done. I like how they also put a ceiling here so I can't just jump across. Alright, take two. We'll have to get this eventually. We could also try this alternate route over here. We still have a bridge, good. We did it! I don't know what the point of the jumping puzzle was, but we did it! That's a sword, alright. Daikatana. Katana is Japanese for sword. I don't know if you guys knew that or not, but watched a movie called Samurai Cop. Let's just look at it. In the PC game, this dude wears a full suit of samurai armor, so... It's Mishima. He's got another Daikatana. But that's not possible. Oh, but it is, my dear. Just one of those conundrums that crop up when dealing with time travel and alternate timelines. You see, I was visiting the year 2030 when I discovered a disturbance in the time continuum. I realize now that what I felt was the taint of your touch on the Daikatana sending ripples through the time stream. Fortunately for me, your presence here is merely a nuisance and one that I can quickly dispose of at that. Hollow words, Butcher. Your reign of terror has come to an end. See, I have a sword now, so... Can you do this with your sword? That's the ultimate delayed reaction there. I wouldn't come any closer if I were you. These two swords are actually... nuclear bombs ready to explode. One and the same. If they were to ever cross or touch in any way the world as we know it. Let me lower my hand a bit. Would cease to exist, and we would all be destroyed. Do you dare risk that? You can't hide behind cheap parlor tricks forever, you coward. Why don't you face me on Xbox Live? Equal terms, then we'll see who's the better swordmaster. Naturally, your ancestry allows you to wield the Daikatana better than any man alive. Yet, still you cannot harness its true power? As I can? See, I can do this with a sword. Can you do this? That's a circle. A shape you're unfamiliar with living in N64 land. And with the power, I will banish the three of you to the ends of the earth and leave you at the mercy of the ultimate prison, time. This is awesome. No. Well, I guess we're dead. Oh, no, never mind. No rest for the wicked. Son of a gun. He did it. He really did it. He actually sent us back in time. Colonel. Makiko, Superfly, great, just great. For all I know, Mishima could have straightened us in different timelines. Looks like I'm on my own. Lemnos Isle. Now this is where the game gets interesting. Ooh, that MIDI. And I remember that if you go underwater, you just, you sink to the bottom. You can't really swim so much as you can choke, drown. So yes, we already have Poseidon's trident, and where's the other weapon? Or we picked up a book, right? The book might be ammo for this, or something to that effect, if I remember correctly. So yes, new tile set, new weapons, new enemies. New enemies, same old AI. And we already get our next weapon. The discus. This is a fun one on the PC. You'll see us put it to use in just a second, I'm sure. Oh, well, that's jumping being delayed again. And again. Remember, half-second delay, folks. There we go. It's basically like a Captain America's shield situation where you toss it, it bounces off of whatever it hits back to you, and you pick it back up again. Problem being that I have to re-equip it every time after picking it up until we get multiple of them, which hopefully shouldn't be too long. Because I would like to use this weapon, novel as it is. And underpowered as it apparently is in this version. So that's why I call platforming right there. And I think it's a key item that you need to progress past a certain point. In the PC version, I think you have to go backtrack to try and find it. So you can blow a horn and cause the level to progress. But they just put it right in your linear path in this one, so there's no chance of you missing it. Nothing that way. And the A button is what uses the horn, apparently. There we go. Just had to honk it 3 times. And wait for the camera to slowly pan to where they want us to be looking. I don't know how good a paddle that is. Hello there. I'm looking for some friends of mine. Perhaps you've seen them? You probably can't even understand me, can you? I need to get to the other side of the river. Can you help me? Drachma. Drachma, eh? I'm hero. Idiots. Karen. What is it, Karen and the River Styx? Really on-the-nose references here being made. Drachma. Huh? Drachma. I'm holding it. This is drachma. Oh, I get it. Drachma's your local currency, and you are Charon. You want money to take me across. Yes, you got it. Got the picture? Drachma. It's Drachma. Right. I'll be back. I got no one else to pay fare right now, so I'll just wait here patiently. Alright, so there is some backtracking to be done here. This MIDI is real bad. I don't know if we've sufficiently conveyed that yet, but you all have ears. Now, this is the way we came. There's something else up here where we pushed the rock initially. Woofaroo. We'll figure this out, folks. Oh, hello, people. Hello, everyone joining us. Hello, Hachiko Syndrome. You're joining us as we are playing Daikatana on N64. The suffering never ends. Here on the Bad Game Hall of Fame stream. We're back in ancient Greece. We're looking for some money so we can pay Karen of the River Styx, or whatever the equivalent here is. Take a nice scenic trip through the Venice Canal. This is the beginning of the level. So far, I have not found the items they want us to find. At least these guys came back, so we're not alone anymore. At some point, I may just need to cheat to figure out where this currency item is that they need from me. I can honk the horn as much as I want, though. In 3-round bursts, apparently. There is a cooldown on it, I guess. So you can't go hog wild. You can't play some sick beats. You can't do a live remix. Maybe if I keep honking the horn, someone will come and give me like $5 so I can pay my fee. Can I ride for free? What happens if you kill this dude anyway? I guess the answer is that you can't, which makes sense. Or maybe, just maybe, can I jump on his boat and... Nope, invisible walls wherever you go. Hold on, 1 second. Yeah, at this current juncture, I am not ashamed to just look up where the drachma is that I need. Give him a coin you found earlier. If I had the coin, I wouldn't be looking at the FAQ. There's a path under the water. Oh, okay. Alright. There's something off the beaten path we missed. These levels being as linear as they are, it's easy to forget that sometimes, just sometimes, they might occasionally divert. That's alright. I think I have an idea of where they want us to be looking. I'll push my fist at some point. This is probably not the ideal weapon for dealing with these dudes. Poseidon's trident seems far more practical. The water here is so weird. The fact that you just sink to the bottom of it. There are invisible walls somewhere, but not everywhere. Oh, there's a... Oh, man, okay, so we gotta go back up on land. I had the right idea. I just approached that from the wrong angle. Oh, and I remember why I switched to the glove, because every time you go in water, it switches you back to the default weapon, or the only weapon you can use underwater, which is the glove. Now, that shit was pretty well hidden, I want to say, in my defense, for getting lost in this game. Also, for everyone just joining, I should mention that my name is Cassidy. I run a website called Bad Game Hall of Fame. We're here playing Daikatana N64. The PC version of Daikatana, I will defend. This version, maybe not so much. Levels much condensed. Controls much less responsive. Enemy AI almost non-existent. Difficulty not really there. No one really has a chance of killing you unless you let them. At some points. Oh, did the scaling resolution break on the stream? Thank you for pointing that out. I know exactly what that problem is, and I fixed it. That's a big-ass coin. It's way bigger than the thing that the dude was holding up to us in the cutscene. So this must be worth a lot of money. This must be worth a lot of drachma. I don't know if it's worth the 4 million credits that the Daikatana is apparently worth. No Superfly, no companions, period. They, rather than try to fix that AI that was so busted on the PC version, they decided, well, we'll show them in cutscenes, but we'll maybe skip out on having them actually follow you during the course of gameplay. So, Hero is riding solo in this adventure, for all intents and purposes. Companion AI would be... it's not even that. There are certainly FPS games that have done companion AI routines. GoldenEye had companion AI routines for Natalia. World is Not Enough, which that game pushed the N64 to its absolute limits. It's actually better optimized than something like a Perfect Dark, which also had companions too, for that matter. I don't know, I think it was just one of those things where they decided to cut a corner and figured N64 players wouldn't miss it one way or the other. Glad to see you're still here, Sharon. Alright, here you go. He had the coin in his hand well before we put our fist out. That's some trick, thanks. Could the RAM expansion help? Yes, we do have the expansion pack. Or, the emulator I'm running has an expansion pack. This game has a high-resolution graphics mode that is enabled by the expansion pack. But again, the expansion pack can only do so much. It doubles a pathetic 4 kilobytes of memory into 8 kilobytes, so it's still running up against some severe limitations and hurdles here. And again, I don't know what the logistics of this scythe as a paddle. There's not really anything to really displace the water and propel you forward. You kind of just be stirring up the water at this point. Yeah, we will absolutely save. Where we last left off. In case you forgot. You know, the good thing about this is that it really gives us time to appreciate all the environmental details, how scenic this level really is on the N64. Alright, get off. It's end of the line. Oh, I predicted the dialogue. End of the line. And yes, for those of you who are unaware, that is the Daikatana we are holding. Is it a weapon you can actually use? Of course not. Despite the fact you are constantly seen using it, and that it is described as the ultimate destructive weapon. Which, you know, would be pretty tempting. You don't even get with the all-weapons cheat. Can't say it's been fun, but thanks for the ride. I love you, Charon. Please, take me away. Calgon, take me away. Oh. Bye. Why am I not surprised? Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Now, usually I would end my stream at 8 o'clock, but I'm invested in this game at this point, so I'm going to keep it going a while longer, I think. Karen, come back. Can't live without you. We could keep using the trident, but... Oh, it only has 3 shots left. So I guess we can't keep using the trident. We still have our future weapons with us, but I think I want to be using the discus. Okay, screw it. No, we're going to keep using the trident after all. It's like the game was listening to me, and they're like, no, we really want you to be using the trident. That's how we designed this game. Of course, the thing about using your future weapons is that, well, there's not going to be much ammo left for them, is there? I don't think they had a shot cycler or a Civizaturgo back in ancient Greece. Yeah, Discs of Daedalus, though. I think I saw a spider hopping out, but I ain't here for that. Yeah, call me crazy. I had a hunch that those would be breakable in some capacity. That there are some secrets here. There were no secrets in any of the level 1 stuff, any of the future Japan tile set levels. All 4 of them. Which again, if you know John Romero and you know his games, you know he is a man of many secrets. By which I mean secrets in his level design. He likes like push walls and stuff. Man, that was stupid. Is anybody there? Hero, is that you? Did you fall down that hole? Makiko, glad to see you're alright. Mind giving me a hand? No problem, hang on. Much appreciated. Any sign of Superfly? Haven't seen him. Here, you can use this vine to climb up. I'm going ahead. That's my excuse for not following you around or anything. See, the writers knew what they were doing. They changed the dialogue up. They deviated from the script. So it's here where I should maybe talk about like why I like the original Daikatana. Because I do. It's not perfect. That AI, being what it is definitely a hamper on it. Definitely takes some of the wind out of the sails, but it's novel. It has some good ideas going for it. I think to be honest, I've enjoyed the deathmatch in that game more than any single-player campaigning component of it. You can have some real fun with Instagib and using the crossbolt weapon on the medieval maps. I have some fond memories of. You know, there's some interesting level design conceits in that version of the game as well. Everything being what it is here is a lot duller, a lot more straightforward, a lot more narrow. Dead end! Well, I guess we're gonna have to turn around then. Call Karen back. I don't know if you can tell or not, but this is all automated. Oh my god, we get it. He's gonna roll the rock down. It's gonna get us up there or break the wall down. Let's keep looking. Let's keep examining, though. Not necessarily. This wall isn't like the others. It's man-made. If we could somehow blast through this wall... You're kidding. And how do you propose we do that? Our weapons are too weak to penetrate this wall. Lady, I have the Spear of Poseidon. And Poseidon's trident. That seems like it'd be like a pretty crazy artifact. There must be another way. Yeah, I wonder. Do I have to talk to her to push it? Oh, thank God I didn't have us go through all the, camera stuff again there. Oh no! Is it doing it, or is it gonna actually let us push us in this cutscene? Could you come over here a sec? I'm gonna need your help with this. Not sure what you're up to. It's anyone's guess. On my count. Ready. 1, 2, push. The animation is exactly what it needed to be and absolutely nothing else more. Did you see that? Yeah, it's kind of hard to miss, dude. See what? What are you talking about? Never mind. What is going on with these characters? Open Eye, she bounced real quick, like. That would probably kill us if we went down it. I'm not particularly compelled to try right now and find out. You gotta get closer, dude. Okay, I'll give you one free hit, because you're trying so hard. I felt bad for the dude, what can I say? He came so hard, he tried so far. Or, you know, in the end, it didn't even matter. Open eyes, realized I got set back to walk again. I should be running. Not that it makes too much of a difference, but, you know, shave off those seconds wherever you can. Man, I can't believe how easily I'm able to intuit all this complex level design, all these hidden passages. It's like a regular Metroid up in here. This is nice to see. This is what I was talking about with, like, the variety of levels and stuff. Granted, in the PC version, these levels have a lot more original, unique assets to them. They're kind of using the bare minimum here to convey that this is ancient Greece. Not only medieval Greece or ancient Greece, but like the mythological version thereof. Shield is very effective. This music is going to drive me insane at a certain point, by the way. Is this where I came or where I meant to go? Also, can I stealth kill this guy? Since we're giving our character... Oh, no, well. Figured since Hero has that Solid Snake voice in the original game, so I'm trying my best to approximate it here. It was worth a shot. Alright, take two. There's probably some way to get rid of this stuff, right? Oh, maybe the sun flares we got. Oh, no, apparently those do some amount of splash damage. Unlike the missiles we were shooting before out of our rocket launcher. Oh, no, that'll do it, won't it? Where's where we came from? Back me up. This isn't entirely straightforward, is it? There's... Let's see, what other weapons do we have that could potentially work? Our BFG equivalent. Okay, so you see, I was on the right path. It's just a matter of finding the right weapon to do the right amount of damage to it. Let's have some fun with sun flares while we're still here. Okay, those did more damage to me than they did to him, by my estimation. Basically, anything else is a one-hit kill against these dudes. You got the hammer weapon. I'll give that a go. If I recall correctly, this is a charge weapon. So we hold down the Z button, we prime it. That was decently satisfying. Are y'all dead? Can I rescue you? Anything? Nope, that's gonna leave them to their fate. Condemned to hang. There's gonna be something else we have to do here, I'm sure. Any of you guys have any advice for me, or? Oh, you know what? There was an alternate path inside, wasn't there? Could have gone upstairs. We'll be ready for whoever comes up to us with the hammer. Alright, that's a dead end. Oh, wait, oh, whoa, almost fell off. Alright, so what are we meant to see up here? What perspectives does this give us? That didn't do much of anything. And I don't think this gets blown up either. I don't think that... Oh, of course, it's just this thing that, by measure of the perspective, we didn't see, because our field of view being like 45 out of like 90. But where 90 is the usual field of vision to expect in an FPS game these days. There might be secrets there, there might be some goodies behind here. Oh wait, no, that's just the way we came. Well, scratch that, it was worth a damn shot. Oh, I got that XP. For whatever it's worth. We're already so close to maxing out all our stats for the rest of the game. I mean, with the reviving enemies, you can straight up, like, grind out in this game. I saw something. Some sort of apparition. You mean a ghost? I'm not sure. Could have been. All I know is that the last time I saw it, it helped me get inside Mishima's fortress. Now I just saw it again. Did any of you see the ghost again? We saw it in the first level, but I think they didn't include the cutscene in this game where you would actually see it for the second time. So Hero's just talking nonsense again. Again, it's just them failing to adapt the script for all the stuff they cut out of this version of the game. Or maybe it popped up in the background somewhere and we just weren't paying close enough attention. He's got a huge fucking sword. Hold it. I thought I heard. Aw, shoot. And of course, in the original game, that's where he would say, aw, shit. Nintendo, folks. M-rated game, though, if I recall correctly, or is it T on N64? Alright, nothing a little Poseidon's magic can't fix. Not that even matters if they hit me. Why do I even bother dodging at this point? Like, all these animations are, like, so poorly keyframed that this looks like something they would mock up for, like... It looks like a fake video game for a television show, for a crime procedural. Oh, that poor bird! Oh, wait, hold on. Wait a second, skeletons. I want to test out this venomous weapon. You stay down there, thank you. Glad you're listening. Maybe you're undead, maybe it doesn't affect you. Hey, that worked out a lot better. Give us the venomous weapon right before there are enemies who are completely immune to it. I want to appreciate this bird in all its glory. This griffin, potentially. Okay, this dude is actually killing me real quick, like. So maybe this is not the time to stop and examine. Learned our lesson. Okay, so it looks like we're collecting all the pieces to this key, to this dial, or to a shield, or I forget what this is in the context of the original game. And with without the N64 version telling you anything about anything. Let's get the fuck out of here. I guess I need projectiles for these guys, because the hammer clearly ain't cutting it. I think I'm also at like 4 health right now, which is not a great place to be. I think the fall damage would literally kill me there, so... Not actually a breakable wall. This looks like a full circle. That enemy spawned in with his back to me, so even if he had spawned in quicker, he was screwed either way. Can't help but feel bad for the AI sometimes in these games. But then I remember that I'm on the side of good, they're on the side of bad, so justice will prevail. Yeah, I guess we're not getting through that, whatever it is. It's one way to dramatically cut off a path. Oh, come on, Eagle, leave me alone. Now is not the time. That's how it could have happened, but what if it happened like this? Also, for those of you joining us who came in a little late, I'm a filthy, rotten cheater, and when games don't value my time, I don't value theirs. I don't value their integrity. Okay, that's a dead end for now. I bet when this will open if I fill out the thing. Whatever it may be. Okay, I think that leaves us with one route. Oh, no, never mind. There's stuff this way, too. I guess this is a venomous weapon. Oh, and I guess that broke my legs. Whoa, what a bad trip I just had. It's a good thing I didn't do that. So this slows them down while they're poisoned. Or maybe that's the game slowing down. It's hard to tell sometimes. The N64 being what it is. Oh. There we go. Walked right past it initially. I had a bird behind me. Well, we solved that little problem. I think we want to go down. Looks like either one or two more pieces. We don't necessarily have like an outline that tells us how much remains to be collected here, but... I take it back. I want the levels to be linear again. Don't give me 5 different paths here. It's too confusing. I like my level designs like I like my, There's some joke there. We'll workshop that one. We'll get back to that. There's some sort of punchline to that. There's also probably a setup to it, too. But they elude me at the moment. Is this a jumping thing, or is this just that's a straight up dead end? They didn't expect players to try and actually get above that. Yeah, half of these are just dead ends. What's up with that? Oh, we're so close. Time to spend the next 30 minutes searching out this one last piece. I wish there was a map in this version of the game. Doom 64 had a map. This is where we started. Is this where we started the level? Yeah, I think I remember. Time flies when you're having fun, folks. Okay, I think I know where I maybe need to go. Not this way. But there was that one roundabout path that we were traversing before, and there's a hole in the ground that killed us. But maybe now that we have health, we can drop down it, and maybe it won't kill us. Wouldn't that be neat? That's it, I need to retain what little health I have right now if I want that plan to work out. Man, I'm so glad this music is the music that's looping right now. Okay, there might also be something in this way. No, this is the way, this is where we're going, I think. This we traveled through. Unless I can break this and I didn't get a chance to earlier. Can't crouch into it. I don't know why this room would just have a cave-in immediately. There must be some significance to this room. There's probably not. I could probably just waste like 5 minutes here trying to find something that there isn't. I think I just wanted to show it off because it looked like a cool little action set piece moment. This seems new? No, it's not. We just loop back around. Man. Okay, I guess it's guide time again. Oh, I should probably pause first. I almost just alt-tabbed out and let myself get beaten to death by a skeleton, so... Kill the 2 statues. They can take a beating. Destroy a table, get the 3rd piece. Cubby under the steps with a stone table in it. think we did that one. Turn left, you see a pile of rocks, pull them up, next room is the second piece. I think that's the one we got to. You have to get over there. Follow the gate. Go to the gate. On the left wall, there's a door that leads you a two-way path. The right contains health. Go left, don't fall down the hole. Now they tell us. And go to your first right. Don't go in yet. Instead of running to the right, continue going forward until you hit your next left. These are terrible directions. You'll be outside again, facing a gate bridge. Turn left, back at the ledge is the fourth piece. Okay. I'm picking up what they're laying down, I think. I just gotta remember how to navigate video game levels. Yes, okay. This is where I want to be. Lost another bit of that precious health that we're trying to conserve here. I think they want us to go past this dude again. And then go right. But there's health here. Yeah, I'm totally on track now. Watch this be a piece we already collected, though. Watch this whole trip be for naught. Have we been down here? I can just rewind, right? Yeah, okay. Now, what do we fall on the other side of these rocks? Oh, that's not even an option, because gates are in the way of all that. You know what I just realized this game is completely missing? A weapon bob. While you're moving. These may as well be sprites on the side of the screen. Oh, fuck me. I'm finding fancy ways to go around in full circles. We already got the one that was there. Just testing. Anything can be destructible in this game. They don't do a great job signposting what is and what isn't. Okay, so this is what would be on the other side of that. Consult the guide again. That's again, facing a gate bridge. There's two open doors in this room, but one is inaccessible. Go to the accessible path, go up the ramp, and drop down. Inside a broken... Okay, so inside a broken house. A room with a broken column in the middle. I noticed a skeleton around. Oh, it's at the bottom of there, so... Can't do anything to us even if we wanted to. So we need to find a ruined house. In a room with a column in the center. That takes us back to the start of the level. I know this is just fucking compelling to watch, by the way. Please don't feel bad for tuning out now. As I always say. This is a drop-in, drop-out kind of stream. I think it said to go back up the steps in the guide. I know the screen isn't aligned perfectly right now. That's because whenever I bring up the game fact here, I have to switch to a different camera. Turn left. At the end of the ledge is the fourth Wait, hold on. End of the ledge. Oh, wait, no, we got that one. broken house is the last... Do they mean that room with the lion? There is something in that room with the lion? I'm so confused. I think this is where they want us to go, though. Health is still a premium right now. Still a precious commodity. Destroyed home, broken column. I don't think there's anything you can do in this room. I think this room was just for the health earlier, though. We know not to fall down that hole. We know that doesn't lead anywhere useful. Keep coming back to this room. Okay, tell you what. While I'm suffering this, y'all should ask me some questions. Ask me questions about not just this game, because there's only so much to say, probably. Ask me questions about any video game, any bad video game. And I will do my best to answer them, since it is my realm of expertise. It's what I live for. It's what I wake up for. Oh, fuck me. Hold on. I think that's it, folks. Ask those questions anyway, though. Does Rascal count as a bad video game? Yes. Both my cat and the PS1 game. Both counts. God, that's so frustrating. We were in this room before, too, and I knew... I convinced myself there wasn't something here, but clearly there was something here. We've come too far to give up now. There must be some way to open these gates. By the way, the opening piano thing here reminds me of Bring Me to Life by Evanescence. Maybe these tablets will give us a clue. Alpha, Epsilon, Gamma, Iota, Sigma. Aegis, is that... That's odd. These tablets spell out the word Aegis. You're reading it upside down. What's that? It means shield in Greek. I wonder if it's some sort of warning. Wait, so was this not the key to the door? We were just collecting this for, like, historical purposes? Gasp! Gulp! Spoke too soon. Alright, Cerberus. I'm sorry, I know you're a good dog, but we gotta put you down. It's incredible, isn't it? Wait, hold on. Did we skip the fight completely? Did they show us the dog just so we could, like, be like, whoa, uh-oh, and then just walk right past it into here? Why'd you even bother? Why'd you model it? Why'd you texture it? Why'd you put it in there? I'm losing my mind right now. I think it's supposed to be Athena. Amazing how lifelike she looks. Almost as if she'd been frozen in place. Oh, I think I know what that shield warning was about. What? Didn't Perseus use a mirrored shield to defeat the Gorgons? This must be one of the layers of... Medusa, the witch! If that's true, then we best just keep moving. Here we are in the Parthenon. Oh, and just in case you're worried about the music coming to an end, no, we still got plenty of it. At least the game is nice enough to replenish our health between this and that. Between levels. This hammer definitely comes in handy in a pinch. Can I just jump across there, or am I going to take mandatory fall damage here? Oh, it looked so close. Look at the tip of my toes reached it, but the rest of me not so much. I should always just have this hammer charged at all times while I'm using it. That'd be the smart thing to do. See, that paid off. Alright, time to sink to the bottom of this. If you mash the R1 button, or the R button. I am using an N64 controller, by the way, one of those USB gimmicks. If you mash that R button, it does let you move a little bit faster underwater. That's my my speedrunning tip for this game. For anyone who's just looking at this game thinking like, man, I can't wait till I get a chance to play this. I'm just so like excited by what I'm seeing on stream right now that I'm gonna have to get this to go for myself. It's not holding down the R button, by the way, it is mashing that R button to surface. Hope we don't run out of oxygen. Hope they didn't bother putting that mechanic in here. Yeah, it's gonna be a dead end too. I can make out just enough with the water distortion. Always remember to switch back to an actual weapon. I have to go fetch that now. I'm assuming this is no good for us. Oh, at least they actually damage. They actually attach a damage to that. Unlike the ice that was supposed to kill us on contact in the first level in that super cool computer place, that research complex, where the game explicitly said, "Don't touch this or you'll die." Then they forgot to actually make it so that if you touch it, you die. Can't rely on that to break it open. Wrecking crew time. Mario would be proud. Always forget to go into run mode, because they start you off every time in walk mode, as if anyone would prefer to walk in this game. Bonk. These skill power-ups temporarily give you a maximum in whatever skill is highlighted on the left-hand side of the screen, by the way. In case any of you were curious. As such, they're pretty much kind of pointless, especially if you just max out your shit, like, nice and early. I think I went the wrong way, though. I think I got thrown in a loop. I think we want to get to that side of the room. Oh, no, no, oh, no, no, no. Wait, I stopped taking damage. At a certain point, I was mashing the R button, and I think it stopped me taking damage completely. Okay, so that was a secret leading to absolutely nothing. So it's a trap secret, I guess. That's fine, you're allowed to have those in your game design. It's mean as hell, it's like a Romero move, but I don't think Romero was handcrafted in these levels, not in this version of the game. Oh, this is kind of cool. Is that our buddy Superfly in the distance? I think it is. Now all we gotta do is find Medusa. maybe jumping to that platform in the center. Oh, there she is. My Medusa, what pointy nipples you have. Nice appropriate techno music for this boss fight too, taking place in ancient Greece. And that was it. Okay. Good riddance. Toughest fight of my life. Hero, look! What the fuck was that? Amazing! The sword must be absorbing whatever residual mystical energies remained in Medusa's body after her death. I wonder if... Oh no. At least now we know what happened to our buddy Superfly. Oh, he's still alive. No, it's good. It's all cool. N. Superfly, it's good to see you. We feared the worst. Believe me, so did I. Getting stuck in a state of living death isn't exactly my idea of a fun time. Oh, man, feels great to be able to move again. Time to break my legs. We've lingered here long enough. Time to find Mishima and give him his punishment. Gonna spank his bare bottom. And how do you propose we do that? Lady, the sword time travels. That's why we're here in the first place. Give it a shot. I've never tried anything like this before. Time traveling, that is. Not sure how to summon the sword's mystical properties. Maybe if I just swipe it a few times, concentrate, focus my thoughts. This is gonna look so cool, guys. This whatever special effect is coming here, told ya. They really went all out with every aspect of this. Alright. Episode 3, we are halfway through the game at this point. Do you ever think about the alternate universe where Daikatana achieves its ambitions? All the time. I wish I lived in that universe. Yes! Misguided fools, did you really think it'd be that easy to escape my notice? With time, as my ally, nothing shall stand in the way of my plans for world domination. Not even you. With all the self-serving drivel. We got another epic sword fight coming up. Nice try, hero, but your control over the Daikatana's mystical properties is limited at best. No mere novice is going to take down a master. Don't bet on it, Mishima. Your own arrogance will be your downfall. Whoosh! Pucci died on the way back to his home planet. What's he gonna do with that? Not again. No expense spared on these cutscenes. I'm sorry, guys. I underestimated Mishima's control over the Daikatana. I didn't know he could swing it. Pretty dismal place. Cold, too. It's freezing! This weird future tank top, not the best fashion choice. Is that a village over there? Yeah. Looks pretty primitive. It's almost like we traveled back in time again. Looks like our little jaunt through the time stream used the sword's charge. We're stuck here. Hey, we're not beat yet, kid. As long as we're alive and kicking, we've still got a chance. A chance? I hate to burst your bubble, but I wouldn't count on any Gorgons popping up to help. Us recharge the sword in this place. Then we'll have to find someone who can. So it goes. Plague Village. My favorite tourist location. Visit scenic Plague Village. Nothing where the level begins. Hear those rats scurrying about. Oh, look at the little guy. He never hurt no one. Hey, little guy. I'm gonna give you a pet. Where's my hand? Buddy, come over here. I want to pet you. Oh no! Rip. Oh, set the run speed on before I forget. Are there any other doors we can open here? No, they severely cut this level down. Take me to church. Is there anything here? Is this just scenic? Can't play the chimes over here, can't. Brr, those things give me the creeps. What things? We haven't fought any enemies yet. In the PC version, we'd have fought some enemies. That's not all they'll give you if you're not careful. Ever heard of the bubonic plague? Stuff's highly contagious. Whole village seems to be infected, so watch yourselves. Point taken? Who's there? Please, don't hurt me. My name is Mudslide, I'm gonna call him. Musilda. I mean you no harm. I swear it. Then why were you hiding? Gee, I wonder. Maybe it's like the monsters we presumably gonna fight outside, or maybe it's just the plague victims, maybe it's the rats. Yeah, there you go. Like you, I was seeking refuge from the booboids. Are you strangers to this region? Yes, we come from a faraway land. That's an understatement. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. God, that face texture. All 16 pixels of it. Never have I seen a weapon as such as this. Magnificent craftsmanship. I suspect magic had a hand in its creation. I can still sense the sword's latent power. Are you some sort of mystic warriors? I guess you could say that. We're on a quest. Of a noble nature? I suppose so. We're out to overthrow an evil tyrant. Unfortunately, we can't reach it until we find a way to recharge our sword. My liege, swords are not rechargeable. They're swords. I see. I'll play along. Perhaps there's a way you can help my village, and we can help you in return. How so? You are in the domain of King Gareth, 10th in the Gareth bloodline, and one of the most revered and respected rulers in our realm. For many years, we prospered under the good king's rule. But as you can see, our land is now festering with the taint of a dreadful disease. A hideous plague has corrupted the very souls of my people. What was once a fruitful, peaceful village is now home to a legion of rotting corpses and the walking dead. The one responsible for this madness is a powerful necromancer named Nahar. From his lair in the underworld, he brought forth the plague in order to enslave our village and recruit unwilling victims for his army of the undead. That's awful. Why hasn't your king done anything to stop him? Alas, poor King Gareth. I knew him well. He's gone insane. A former paladin, he long ago lost all reason and went completely mad. I don't get it. What drove him over the edge? The sudden death of his family. You see, the plague transformed his beloved wife and child into witless beasts, and he forced the king to burn them alive. Consumed by grief, he ended up having to smash the purifier against their gravestones, shattering the weapon into 7 pieces. Oh, fuck off. I know what we're spending the next 30 minutes doing. Purifier? Forgive me, I'm getting ahead of myself. Even now that it's broken? Such power can never truly be broken, only temporarily severed. If the purifier were ever recovered, it could be used to restore the king's sanity. Well aware of the sword's potential, Nahar scattered the 7 shattered shards throughout the king's castle. Scattered the 7 shattered shards, that's a tongue twister right there, and surrounding lands. Let me guess, now you want us to find the pieces of this purifier. I'm glad they had a nodding animation for that, instead of just having him say yes. The way I see it, it may be the only hope you ever have of finding sufficient energy to charge your own sword. Let's fist bump, guys. He may be right, what do you say? Doesn't look like we've got much choice. Agreed. Fine. Where do we start? Look beyond the mountain pass, but be forewarned, you may encounter some dangerous sorcerers before reaching King Gareth. Why am I not surprised? Anything else? Actually, yes, you'll have to locate the special keystone in order to open the village gates. Do you have any idea where that is? The keystone was placed in the cellar of the very temple we're now standing in. Unfortunately, I barricaded the entrance to the cellar years ago. I'm afraid it's inaccessible. There's supposed to be another way to get down there, but for the life of me, I can't remember how. I'm sorry. Don't worry, Mudslide. We won't fail you. If there's some sort of secret passageway to the cellar hidden somewhere, we'll find it. Thank you very much. I guess you could be a great help to retrieve the piece. To retrieve the piece. I guess you could be a great help to retrieve the piece. Like, regain the piece? Re-establish the piece? But not retrieve the piece. And your word gives me great relief. So I will restart my daily work right now, sorting these books. Where's Waldo 1? Where's Waldo 2? Where's Waldo at the circus? Alright. Time to find a way down. I mentioned that's in the basement of that building, so maybe it's somewhere around said building. Also, can't pick up whatever this is, and that's a bummer. I'm sure it's something awesome. Oh. There we go. This is the bolster. Or bolter. Heard it both ways. This will be our primary for this tile set. Our pistol standing, our most default weapon. And yes, when you kill these guys, they let out a poisonous mist that you don't want to be caught next to. I don't think you can get poisoned in this game, though. Unlike the PC original, where if you do get poisoned, you get this nice flashing text at the top of the screen that says, poison, 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 until you find a cure for what ails you. Alright, so not that away. Something in the village square, or is it going to be something incredibly obvious where we just... Yeah, let's go back to the building. Or maybe, did I even try to open that gate? Okay, green potions or health recovery, duly noted. This doesn't open. That's a square. It's a shape. You may have heard of it. Yeah, it's got to be something inside the house then, huh? Maybe we talk to the dude again. He'll have some pertinent advice for us. I'm busy now. Come back later. Dude, this book sorting thing, it's... I don't think this takes priority over the plague killing all of your people. Sad to say. What I also love about having all the future weapons still is having to scroll through everything to find what I want. Every time. There's gotta be something I can do somewhere here. Screw it. Let's bring up the guide again. Let's just be filthy, rotten cheaters. Right side of the golden instrument. Hit A on the instrument and music bars will come up. Play the notes in the following order, with the one being leftmost gong 7 and the rightmost 4, 4. Wait, hold on. Maybe when we interact with this, maybe it'll tell us. Is there any sort of clue that, one, you can interact with that, and two, what notes you're meant to play? Oh, hold on. You can faintly hear whistling. Wow, that's like a Resident Evil puzzle right there. Actually need to... Let me consult the thing. Let me just cheat here. 4454323. Can I play the Futurama theme on this? Seven, 6, 5, 4. Oh wait, no, I had it in reverse. The rightmost is 7. So that's all wrong, obviously. Alright. Fuck, I missed one. Okay, at least you can walk away from it to restart it. It's such a strange puzzle for this kind of game, though, on this console. Could they play this back a little faster, please? That's fucking torturous. I wonder if it's cool to step on this stuff. Well, it's alright to step on it. It's not great to step on it. It won't kill you instantly. Well, that's really tanking the frame rate. Must be important. Is that a dinosaur? Yes, the dinosaur is the famous residents of medieval times. Of the Dark Ages. I wonder if throwing fire at them will actually hurt them. No, this doesn't hurt anyone except for us, apparently. You might not even be able to die, huh? Okay. Took some damage to save time there. That's what we'll call that. Watch that be the only time we ever see those dinosaur enemies. Okay, yeah. But, no, that's the wrong door. But I think I know where I'm going. I think I know what to do with this thing. What do you know? Almost like this ain't my first rodeo or something. I'd appreciate some more ammo for this thing, so I don't have to deplete my exotic stock. There we go. The path should take us up the side of the mountain, put us right in front of Garrett's castle. Hopefully we won't encounter too much trouble along the way. Oh, hero. Ever the optimist. N. Is something wrong? Just feeling a bit queasy from that rat bite. It'll pass. Not if that rat was a carrier of that plague that's been sweeping over this forsaken place. Maybe we should stop so you can rest for a while. No, I'll be fine. Let's keep going. Never a little bubonic plague never stopped anyone. Let's see if there's any secrets, Easter eggs here. The answer to that is a no. That seems like a big nope. That said, it's going to be close to 9 o'clock, so I will be wrapping this up shortly. I'm going to find a use for these stupid things. There. Now I never have to think about them ever again. A wonderful explosion. Cough, calf, cough. We should probably stop and rest. Not on my account. Your face! What's wrong with your face? You're not looking well at all. That's an understatement. I'll cope. The adventure continues. Okay, good. We got a save and everything. That's about the first half of this game, like maybe like the first 55%, maybe 60% of this game done. I think that's as good a place as I need to quit. We already went longer. Nope, we can close out of that for now. And I'm going to close out the stream while I'm at it. And I'm going to thank all y'all for showing up. And thank you for all of you who came from the raids earlier and the hosting. It is much appreciated. And next time, coming Thursday, we're going to run a poll on Twitter. We'll figure out what we play for our as a one-off on that given day. And then on Saturday, I'll probably finish this game off. I think this is as good a game as any to return to. Wet, I think, is going to go back on the back burner where it belongs. In hindsight, not the best stream game, that one. But you have to play them on stream to find out whether or not they are. So, lessons learned. And yeah, thanks again for tuning in. Check out the Bad Game Hall of Fame at badgamehalloffame.com. We have articles up. We have these lovely articles that I write that I spend way too much time and effort on. Daikatana is not up there yet. It will be one day. It'll probably... I don't know if I should roll the PC version of the game and 64 version of the game into one article, or do a separate article on this one as a standalone thing later down the line. I think I'd have to start with the PC version, just because of the story and the infamy and all that. I don't know. Time will tell, like I said. But for now, I bid you adieu. That's not a great closing line, but it's all I got right now. I'm going to find a way. We're going to come up with some cool, creative community way to, like, some cool catchphrase, like, catch you on the flip side, bad gamers. Or, not that one. That's an example. I'm not using that one, though, because it sounds corny as hell. But something, you get what I'm getting at here. Okay, bye.